Please be seated.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Calling the case of Jenny versus Brianna. Are both sides ready?
Ready for Jenny, Your Honor.
Ready for Brianna.
Today we have a case murder in which defendant Jenny has been accused of killing prosecutor Brianna's son Jacob on March 20th, 2017. Brianna claims that Jacob and Jenny had always had anger-filled tension between them. Their personalities always clashed, and when Jacob finally broke off the relationship, Jenny was very upset and couldn't control her anger issues. The housekeeper, Shannon, states that she witnessed the murder happen in front of her own eyes. The prosecutor wishes that Jenny receives the death penalty. Can Jenny's defense attorney please step forward?
Yes, good morning, Judge Martinez. I'm here to defend Jenny. She is not guilty and shouldn't be condemned by the death penalty. The vice, wrath, or extreme anger may compel the prosecutor to act irrationally and violently, desiring the death penalty for my defendant. However, let us use the virtue of meekness, seeking a patient and peaceful means to resolve the conflict between the two. This virtue counteracts wrath. Act justly, Judge.
Good morning, Judge. I'm here as Brianna's prosecutor. What Jenny has done is wrong, and she should receive a punishment as terrible as her sin.
I would like to bring my first witness, Tatiana, an expert on Catholic social teaching. Is the death penalty okay?
Well, it goes against three themes of Catholic social teaching. For one, life and dignity of the human person is definitely violated since the death penalty takes away the life of a human and doesn't give someone the dignity they have. According to rights and responsibility of each person has the right to life, and it is a society's responsibility to protect that right. Again, we must have care for God's creation. Humans are God's creation and have His image and likeness. We must care for our fellow humans.
Thank you, Tatiana.
I object. I'd like to ask Tatiana a question. The intention for the death penalty is to remove criminals in order to protect society, is it not?
Yes.
So wouldn't that make the death penalty a good action?
It is true that there's a good intention. However, the circumstances that could make the action seem more acceptable is if the murderer could not be reintegrated into society without putting others in danger. In this case, if Jenny were guilty, one could still protect society by keeping her in jail rather than murdering her. In addition, the moral object is the physical murder of another person. This is an incomplete violation of the Fifth Commandment.
Which commandment again?
The Fifth Commandment, which states, "You shall not kill." Because this commandment exists, the death penalty would be morally wrong in regards to the Catholic Church. Killing someone would violate God's holiness and destroy human dignity. It is not possible to be forgiven after killing someone through the death penalty, but it is an act that is hard to forgive. The Fifth Commandment encourages people not to go to the extent of using the death penalty, and it encourages people to find another alternative that doesn't involve killing another person, even if the other person is a criminal.
All right, thank you.
Do you have a witness, Natalie?
Yes, I'd like to call Shannon to the stand. Shannon is very educated on the matters of the Bible and Catholic teaching. Shannon, is it true that the Old Testament states that the death penalty should be a punishment for murderers?
Yes.
Thank you. No further questions.
I object. Shannon, what does the New Testament say?
Well, Jesus brings the old law to perfection through love and believes that death is not the answer. And this is seen in John chapter 8 verses 7 to 11, where he says, "But when they persisted in asking him, he straightened up and said to them, 'He who is without sin among you, let him be the first to throw a stone at her.' And again, he stooped down and wrote on the ground. When they heard it, they began to go out one by one, beginning with the older ones, and he was left alone, and the woman, where she was, in the center of the court. Straightening up, Jesus said to her, 'Woman, where are they? Did no one condemn you?' And she said, 'No one, Lord.' And Jesus said, 'I do not condemn you either. Go. From now on, sin no more.'" Jesus doesn't want us to seek revenge and go to the death penalty.
Does the Catechism have anything to say about the death penalty?
Well, of course, the Catechism says that if bloodless men are sufficient to defend human lives against an aggressor and to protect public order and the safety of persons, public authority should limit itself to no means. because they better correspond to the concrete conditions of the common good and are more in conformity to the dignity of the human person.
All in all, what is the Catholic perspective on the death penalty?
Well, basically, the Catholic Church says that the death penalty is wrong for all the reasons mentioned by Tatiana and me. And I think that the best way to deal with this situation is to put Jenny in jail for years rather than killing her. This would be the right thing to do, according to the Church.
Thank you.
Any more witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
The verdict will begin tomorrow morning.